Hi, and thanks for tuning into Girl Talk here on the CW57. It's great to have you. We have a great show here today, as always. Ladies, you're all looking lovely as usual.
Thank you, darling.
So who do we got with us first? We've got Kalal coming up from Madison Geeks. He's going to talk to us about the latest trends in technology and what they're doing and how that they're kind of like, I don't know, forming their business off of like customer-based replies.
I think so. You know, there's so many technology needs these days by everyone that I imagine that it would help them to kind of figure out what kind of business they want to be. Do they want to be for businesses or for individuals or whatever? But right now I'm getting the gist that they can do just about anything.
I know, they're really catering to what we need, and I think that's just fantastic. Also, we have the Fred Astaire dancing from Madison. So they're going to talk to us about how you can set up an appointment and what it all entails.
I'm going to have to go because the only move that I've got down is the Elaine from Seinfeld.
Oh, I'm sure it's a good one. It's gotten you this far, right?
You care to show us your...
Have you ladies danced before professionally?
I have. I grew up growing up in England. I was a ballet dancer.
Okay.
So I danced for the BBO, which stands for British Ballet Organization.
Wow, that sounds
I
pretty
did that
professional.
for roughly 9-10 years.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
you're pretty good. Did
Yeah.
you get on point and
Yep.
were your toes
On
bleeding
point.
and
I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't have too many problems with my toes. Your point shoes have a special padding that has different pads, and I had gel pads,
sure.
which definitely helped cushion when I was up on my toes.
Okay.
So-
I think I was in tap for a few years, but I was never the graceful kind. I was more of the Girl Scout. But Janet, did you?
When I was little, I did ballet, you know, the whole tutus and
Yeah.
all that business. But in college, actually, my boyfriend in college and I took ballroom dancing as a course. Loved it, actually, really enjoyed it and learned, you know, the foxtrot and the waltz and jitterbug and all that kind of
What was your
stuff.
grade?
Oh.
You got an A. You're an A student.
Janet's an
Yeah.
easy, that's for sure.
But I loved it, and when we went to weddings later on, it was fun to actually know what to do and kind of show off our skills.
Yeah,
a little bit.
absolutely.
We really
Well,
enjoyed it. Yeah.
You know, I take that back. I did take some salsa lessons when I worked on a cruise ship out in Hawaii. And I had this really like smoking Puerto Rico partner, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet.
Once you get the hang of it and you have the confidence and
Put on a great
Right.
dress.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
just get into your own little world and you suddenly become the best dancer after you
Right.
do this. I'm so good at what I'm doing.
We should talk about where we are.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we're at the Buckingham Inn. It's right next to Camp Randall. It's this beautiful bread and breakfast that has just been remodeled by our favorites, Belladonna Style. So we're going to talk about that and have a little tour at the end of the show. Stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this place.
Yeah, I did look at some of the rooms online, and then I looked when I actually got here, and the online does not do it justice. It's really very impressive, very organized, very spacious.
I was intrigued the moment Gliders pulled up because, you know, being a realtor, I see houses all the time. So,
Right.
But I love the older homes that have a history and have a story to tell. And they did such a gorgeous job of keeping the character, but yet adding all the modern conveniences. They just did a fantastic job. It's really neat in here.
Absolutely.
It is. And even if you come just say hello, maybe you have your parents are coming into town and they need some place to stay because
You
don't
would get
have-
huge brownie points for that.
I think so.
What a nice treat or a nice gift for someone, and too.
I can't even imagine before a Badger game.
Right by Camp Randall.
Yeah.
And don't
Right
worry about
there.
parking because they have their own little lot, so
Yeah.
you don't even have to worry about parking, which is a treat in and of itself when you're downtown, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, this place is just fantastic.
You gotta see it.
Great neighborhood too. You know, when I was driving through the neighborhood, it actually kind of made me think of San Francisco a little bit. A lot of the homes are built up on hills and beautiful homes. Gorgeous neighborhood.
Yeah.
Truly a treat to be here.
Well, stay tuned. Like I said, we've got a great show. Yeah, stay tuned. We got it coming up for you with more Girl Talk here on CW 57.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We've got a really special segment for you. We are filming at the Buckingham Inn Bed and Breakfast, which has been remodeled by Bella Domicile. So stay tuned for, it's really cool. You just got to stay tuned. But first, we have new guests. Thank you so much, Peter and Linda, for coming. You guys are with Fred Astaire Dance Studios.
Yes.
So, do you have to be a certain age, or do you have to have a partner to come in?
Not really. We have actually, I would say most of our students is anywhere from 21 till 85 and up.
Okay.
And you can come in as a single individual. Maybe the husband and wife don't want to dance and you still want to do it. You can come in by yourself, and which means that you're going to be partnered up with one of our professional dancers.
So you don't need to be intimidated if you're new to it.
Definitely not.
No,
we'll fix
go on.
that.
You'll
we'll
teach
fix
it.
that.
Cool. Very
Well,
cool.
can you tell us how someone can come in and get started with your lessons?
Yeah, we do have a special promotion going on right now, which is one introductory lesson for $39. So everybody can actually just stop by or give us a call back. And we are teaching Monday through Friday from noon till 9 p.m. Very flexible with the hours, since everything is as a private instructions. So you'll have your own instructor paired with you, either if you come alone or as a couple. And the lessons are 40 minutes long. So it's not like you need to book the whole day for taking a dance lessons. And you come, try it out, and you'll see if you like it, and hopefully you stick around for a little longer.
Well, that's really incredible how affordable it is, especially when you're paired with a professional instructor. That's amazing. So speaking of instructors, I said professional instructor. Are they all professional dancers?
Very professional. We are very fortunate having most of our staff, 90% of our staff are highly well-trained, many years of experience, young people. Right now we have the Fred Astaire, two couples who are both Fred Astaire champions right now. It means the best of the best in the whole country.
Wow. That's incredible for $39. Crazy.
That
Crazy.
is awesome.
You should come and
So
try it out then.
I'm gonna have
I
to.
would love to. That
You
sounds
have
like
to
a
all
lot of fun.
instructors?
Yes.
We do.
All right.
Yes, we do.
Well, what would be some good advice for someone who comes in and they're a little nervous? How would you get them out on the dance floor and feel comfortable with it?
Again, as I said before, because it's a private instruction, you kind of are in your own little bubble. So there is other lessons happening on the same dance floor with other instructors, but you so much around just busy with what you do that you don't really care what's happening around you. So it's not like a group class where everybody's staring at each other, what's happening, what's going on.
Right.
So I think really just to get the first step into our studio and then getting the feel of it, you've suddenly realized, oh, this is actually nice, easy going, and nobody's really checking me out if I'm doing it right or wrong, because it is as all as a private instruction. So just to take the first step, and we take care of the rest.
Well, and everybody that gets nervous, I think, if they're new to it, and they're like wondering if people are looking, but everyone's concentrating on their own instructions.
Exactly.
So it's not like that at all.
And I think also our instructors are so professional that they're making it fun. As soon as you come in through the doors, we're trying to get people to not think about the whole dancing thing. I normally call it Disneyland for adults, coming through the doors and having a great time.
Just
That's
go and
the
have
main
some
thing.
fun, and what a
Correct.
great fun way to get some exercise.
Absolutely.
So what kind of dancing or music? I'm just curious.
Well, there's everything from the top 40 type of music, what we are playing. We normally do what we call the push-pull to that one, or the hustle. It goes to Frank Sinatra, New York type of style, anything in ballroom music.
Cool. So it really varies. I'm just so curious. So how do you do the sessions? Like, do you say a specific type, or do you go through a few different kinds during the session?
But you actually start with the 4 major dances, which is a
Oh.
waltz, rumba, foxtrot, and a little bit of the hustle, what Peter was mentioning before. And so it's just 4 major dances that you actually
Cool.
learn, and adding a little bit to it, of course, with the conversation, so you can dance and talk on the same time. You don't want to just count the steps all the time.
Well, yeah, cool.
Exactly, and the instructor's actually guiding you, moving you around, so they have a hands-on, so you really feel like, oh, I can actually learn how to dance.
And then you can impress everyone with your moves.
Very
when
true.
you're out later.
Very true.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna have to come check it out.
Yes.
All right. The intimidation factor is gone. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Peter and Linda,
You're
for
welcome.
coming.
Thank you for having us.
So go check out Fred Astaire Madison, and $39 private dance session with a professional, well, not private, but professional dancer. But anyway, go check them out. We're going to be right back with more Girl Talk We'll get our tech questions answered with Madison Geeks. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at the Buckingham Inn. I guess I should say why we're wearing these glasses though. In our next upcoming segment, we're going to take a look at the Buckingham Inn and talk to the owners that have remodeled this fantastic bed and breakfast. But first we have with us our favorite Madison Geek, and we are all geeking out with him today. We have Kalal Cunningham from Madison Geeks. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for
and
having me.
outfitting us today. I feel complete with the tape at the bridge here and everything. We're all
Suits you so well, Jenny.
Thank you, darling. Well, let's talk. I've heard that you guys have a new sort of catchphrase. It's called the geeks you need. Well, I think we all need some geeks in our lives these days. It's hard to manage without. Tell us a little bit about how you came up with that.
Well, it's like you said, we all need geeks in our life. So the concept behind the geeks you need is that we are kind of becoming an informational hub. A lot of people are coming to us and asking us for all kinds of different services that maybe we don't even offer, but they're saying we need these technology solutions. So they're coming to us. What we've been designing now is, okay, well, for network security, for custom built computers, for home monitoring, all these different services that are out there. We're making sure that we're having, a specialist that can assist. Even if that's us partnering with different companies here that do different specific tasks in those areas, we're going to make sure that they can kind of call us, get that information, we help consult them and point them in the right direction.
Sounds like your customers are helping develop your business model.
Of course.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you're busy.
Yeah, thank you.
So can you tell us about Madison Geeks residential and business technology consulting services?
Yeah.
That was a lot to say.
Well, it's very simple. Kind of going on to the geeks you need, we get so many requests coming in where, the most recent one was just a home business. There's two individuals. They ran a small business at home and they just needed to know what they could do with their machines. Can we use these machines for our home business? Should we upgrade them? Should we replace them? So pretty much this is a consulting service, whether it's just for your home, I need a new router, what do I do? Or I have a small business, where do I, what's the next step to make my technology be a lot more efficient for my needs?
Or safer.
Or safer, exactly. So this is a service where we come out, usually takes 45 minutes to an hour, and we just first hear what they need and then give them a solution through that process.
I think you have some job security, my man.
Most definitely. You always teach me something new when you come in, and the next question is definitely one of those times.
Right.
So what is home and business, remote monitoring?
Right.
And is it creepy or is it useful?
Well, it can be creepy. Everything can become creepy, obviously, but this is something that's come to us more and more. We have small businesses, again, home and residential as well. This case was actually a lady who had a mother who was older, and she wasn't very well. And so she was able to live on her own, but she would like to have been able to check in on her periodically.
Absolutely.
So we created a solution that was a web camera that was visible. The mother knew it was there, and there was actually a time where she fell down, and this allowed for the daughter to be able to check in and see that this has happened and be able to get some help over to her.
Well, that's so fantastic. So not creepy if they know about
Yeah,
that.
that's what I said. It's a visible solution.
I love that. There's probably comfort on both ends of that deal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Very interesting. So, changing topics a little bit, let's talk about the wearable devices. And I see you've got one on right here.
Yep, this one's the Pebble.
The Pebble.
Yep, so wearable, we're hearing a lot more in technology. These are devices that are integrated with our daily lives. Obviously, smartphones are what we would be wearable because it's in our pocket and usually in our hand, in our face. And then of course we have smart watches. Google Glass we've been hearing about over the last couple of years as well. These are devices that are getting very small. They're starting to have a term for it. It's IoT, Internet of Things. It's a funny kind of geek term, and they usually don't make sense. But pretty much these are just very small devices. They can fit in watches. You've seen these fitness bands as well, of course, then the glasses. And this is how this technology integrates. So you can You know, with the glasses, you can be in a location, it'll tell you where you're located at. Of course, the smartwatch will give you text messages. And, you know, it's something that we'll see more and more. It's not perfect yet, but it will get to a place where, you know, we'll all find a reason to have this.
Or have a chip.
Or have
That comes next.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to talk about those more
Of course.
next time, and we'll definitely have you back. We have to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll chat with the folks at the Buckingham Inn right after this. Welcome back to Girl Talk. This is our final segment today, and we have a very special segment for you. If you know someone that likes to go to the Badger games at Camp Randall, maybe they're from out of town, need a place to stay, you're definitely going to want to listen in on this. We are at the Buckingham Inn, which is just literally steps away from Camp Randall. And even better, we have one of the owners here, Heidi Nottbaum, and with us we have one of our favorite lead designers from Bella Domicile, who helped remodel and design some of the interior here at the inn. So welcome, thank you for having us here. I did take that little tour and it's amazing. The pictures online are a little something, but you really need to see it in person. You've done amazing things with this place. So let's talk about the history. Tell us about this home and what, I don't know, tell us about it a little bit.
The building was built in 1911 as a 3-flat apartment building, and over the years it housed many people from the university, but most especially a lot of University of Wisconsin students. In 2006, our son was living here, and we dropped him off one time, and I said to Tom kiddingly, "Oh, let's buy it. We could turn it into our dream bed and breakfast." Well, I was kidding, and he wasn't, and we did some research and thought about its location, and we love the location being so close to the University of Wisconsin, but also in the Madison or the University Heights Historic District, so we bought it. And after a year of renovations, we have the inn open now, and the craftsmanship was noted by the Madison Historic Preservation Trust, and we just received in May a preservation award from them.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
That's amazing, and it shows. It really
Oh,
does show.
it's incredible. It's really, really neat. So Dondi, what were your thoughts when Tom and Heidi came to you with the idea for the bed and breakfast project?
Well, probably the first thing is I've never done a bed and breakfast, so totally exciting. But then pretty early in the conversation, I had asked them, well, who's your general contractor on the project? And they said, well, we're considering going to be the general contractors. And I was like, whoa, really? Okay. So we even talked about some of the pros and cons, but I have to say, it's been their passion to do this, and it's just amazing the level of detail. They pretty much gave up full years of their life, each of them, to do this full time, and it really shows in just all the attention to detail. And I think that is why you're receiving an award and why you have such a beautiful finished project.
How incredible to just follow your dream and make it happen. It's a gorgeous result.
It's amazing that we are doing this.
Very inspirational.
Yeah, it's been quite a commitment, but it's definitely paid off. Let's talk about the historic part a little bit. What were some of the features in the home that were important to you to hang on to and preserve?
Well, the mechanicals had reached the end of their life, so we knew that had to be redone. And we thought we were going to save the woodwork, but it was painted pine, and trying to remove it, it just broke in pieces. So all the woodwork now is new as everything, but the woodwork is repurposed or styled in the original style. The wood floors, most of them are new. There are a few rooms that we had to get new maple flooring. The staircases, both of them are original. Fireplaces are original. And the beams that go between the dining and living room are original. The outside is all the same, except it's just been painted, and at least 125 tubes of caulk in the outside.
Wow.
So cool. So Heidi, tell us about the rooms in the inn. Are there any themes, and what amenities do you offer?
Yes, we have, the Buckingham Inn has 3 guest suites, the Mendota Suite, the University Suite, and the Varsity Suite. The Mendota Suite's on the first floor. It is handicap accessible. The colors are dark blues, pictures of Mendota Lake. University Suite on the second floor is pictured with iconic UW buildings, and the Varsity Suite on the second floor is our largest and most deluxe suite.
That's the one I want.
It has a fireplace. It has a sitting porch where you can see Camp Randall.
That's the part I like. Yeah.
And the largest bathroom, and of course that's decorated with Badger Sports memorabilia. All the rooms, though, have king or queen beds, fine linens, large tiled bathrooms with a jetted tub, and the showers have body sprays and rain shower features.
And you said that each room has their own controls for heating and cooling too.
Correct.
Amazing.
Correct.
Now I have looked at these rooms, and the thing I kept thinking is, wow, they're so spacious. I guess I think of homes downtown as kind of cramped or dark, and it's not like that at all.
I think part of it is because it's a prairie-style building, and those homes were designed to be large rooms, not cut up little rooms.
Yeah. So Dondi, what were some of your challenges in your design work here?
Well, because this has to function almost as, they have to have a commercial kitchen. Tom and Heidi also live on the upper floor, so they needed a kitchen up there, but their needs were different up there. Then they need a functioning bathroom. They needed a laundry and storage space. So it was getting to the core purpose of each additional space. We've got some really unique, it's a 100-year-old house, so if you don't know, that means there's always lots of little nooks and crannies that are tucked away.
Yeah.
We even did something under the stairwell for Tom's, is it altos? No, it's the bigger one.
Baritone
Barry sax, okay. But it's just so much fun collaborating. I mean, even we figured out a way to get a pantry into the space because they were adding on a porch on the outside for the accessibility. So it's just working with Tom and Heidi and really getting to the nitty-gritty of every little inch of space. They wanted a place to sit, at a counter in their kitchen, but they needed a good space to function. And I think Tom's the cook, so we let him weigh in pretty heavily on what made sense on that sort of thing. So that's kind of the consideration, was just looking at those spaces and making them really function for them.
And it looks like you did it.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
It's amazing. And I see houses all the time. I love it. Love it.
We're actually at the end of our time here. Is there anything real quick you want to say about how unique you are?
Well, a bed and breakfast, we try to offer an experience, and it's not just a hotel room. We have wine on check-in and chocolates, and we try to just cater to our guest needs with a full breakfast. We just want to be there for them.
Absolutely, and I do have a friend that did stay here, and she said that you guys thought of every detail.
Stuffed
everything.
French toast, bacon.
Yeah.
I'm booking.
So we're at the end of our time. Thank you so much, Dondi, and for having us here, Heidi. It was a real pleasure to visit. We're at the Buckingham Inn. Check it out yourself, maybe for some guests from out of town. Thank you. Thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Girl Talk.